are en route to Renfro, Kentucky. Crossed over the Kentucky border, I don't know, about 11 minutes ago. And we have rain. Dark clouds, very windy. There is a big storm rolling in right now. So it's gonna be a rain throw. And hopefully the forecast for the rest of the weekend isn't as dire as it looks. It's like 100% chance for tomorrow and like 80-something% chance for Sunday. I don't know if you can see back there, but I brought a couple bikes. I was really kind of hoping to be able to get out on the big bike. Threw some dirt tires on it so that I could stand a chance, but if it's going to be real muddy out here, I'm not sure if I want to push that limit. The little bike's easy. The big bike, she would be a lot in slick conditions. So, I don't know, we'll see. I am about 45 minutes, 44 minutes away from getting to Renfro. It's gonna be downpouring when I get there, so that'll be fun. So meeting up with Mike and the rest of the crew that's already there, and yeah, we'll check back in then. Later. Good morning. We are here at Renfro. Hear that? It's raining. That bike's unloaded. We just woke up. So it's 7 o'clock. I think rider meeting's at 8. We're supposed to leave between 8:30 and 10. And of course it's raining. It's kind of cold out too. So this, why has it gotta rain on days we're doing shit? So I don't know. I'm gonna come back in here, make some coffee, and I guess eat some breakfast. Try to wake up some. Well, I made a decision. We're on the big bike. I never claimed I was smart. Here we go. Some by the way, clouds come to play. Take the easy way. That was fun. Hell yeah. Are we good to go or are we waiting on someone? Where's Big Mike?
doesn't like to slow down in this mud. forgot to hit record.
I got you.
That little with the tree, I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna make around this. All right, I guess I'm gonna keep going. That was tough. I can't tell if my clutch is slipping because it's hot or if my rear wheel's just spinning. Need to adjust my clutch. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, bro.
You just gotta go. Woo! Here goes nothing.
I'm trying to get out the way and help get me.
Zero traction. Like I hit the brakes, it almost does nothing. Woo, that was tough. I'm not doing that one. That's the one with the off camber with the shoot up? Yeah, I'm not doing that one.
I remember you saying that you were gonna skip.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip this one. I don't think I can get around that off camber upturn. This shit's slick as fuck on this bike.
I can't see it.
Like, it's just spinning.
I don't know how you got through that big rut.
Which one?
There's a huge one coming down that hill and you turn with that big rut.
Up the hill?
That's the one with the rocks. No, you were coming down. There was like a roof.
Oh, I shortcutted it. I cut that whole turn out.
Yeah, I went through it and I thought your motor and tank ain't gonna fit.
Yeah, no, so I saw that and I tried to turn and fucking crashed into a tree. Had to drag the bike around and then I cut that corner.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're a monster.
That was a tough section.
Yeah.
Like whenever I got to
Uphill where everybody was stuck on, I was like, man, that's good. Like if you got stuck.
it was that off camber shit that was harder.
Oh, okay.
Like I fell over off camber one time and I had to pick the bitch up.
Oh my God.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah, the off camber was worse than the uphill.
Hey, where'd you get all that mud from?
When I crashed down the hill. And this thing, when it comes to downhills, it just goes. There's no slowing it down.
That shoot thing had to be brutal. Where you
It was
get down
sketchy. Yeah, I came into it, I was like, oh, fuck, here we go.
I just went down and ran into the bank and crashed.
Yeah, you were right in front of me.
It worked pretty good. I mean, if you wanted to stop, it's a good way to
Yeah.
you know.
Appreciate you waiting on me, Steve-O.
I see you at another section, I don't know.
Wherever it jumps out here, I'll wait there. Give this bitch some time to cool down. It's hot.
That punch is probably like, fuck that.
I know. So we're having some fun. It's sloppy slick out here. Like, even the dirt bikes are struggling. It's pretty sloppy out here. The big 890's making it. She's full of mud. She got hot on that last section. It was just pretty gnarly hill climb. It was really slick, so I was really having to give her the beans. And she got a little warm. Temperature gauge was flashing red at me, so I sat for a while, let it cool down, got a couple bars back on the temp scale, and finished it out. So the crew is out on another Ironman section right now. I've rode this section in the past, and there's one section on this that I don't feel like I could make. It's an off camber to like a sharp left hand or up a hill around a tree. And there's a big route that you have to cross over to get up it. And I don't think I'd be able to make it. And then everyone's saying that this downhill that dumps you out onto this road, everyone's saying that it's really slick. You can see how much they're slipping just coming out on here. But yeah, they're saying that this downhill's really slick, and this thing has not been good at slowing down going down the hills. It's just a lot of weight, and I kind of just have to let it go where it goes. But no, I'm having fun. I've laid it over twice on that last Ironman section, or hero section, I guess they call them, or expert section, whatever. Dumped it twice, so picking her up's not fun, but it's part of the game, and I'm out here having fun, so we're gonna keep at it.
You don't make it, I'll go with you.
Back it up and back. Might be able to get a run and go at it.
Well, we are back at the van. Ended up melting the clutch on this. I was able to get a little bit of adjustment out of it to where I was able to get out of the woods and then used Google Maps and got us back to the campground. But yeah, she melted the clutch. Mud was a little much for this big bike, and I was really having to work the clutch a lot. So cooked it, but had fun, and really no major issues with the bike. I mean, clutch is just a clutch pack. Swap that out, good to go. Get everything readjusted, and yeah, had fun. Thinking about maybe trying to figure out where the lunch stop is and getting on the 350 and catching up with the group for the rest of the day. So I guess I need to do a little bit of homework real quick and go from there. But yeah, big bike's back at camp. It's dirty as hell. Everything's in one piece, so nothing broke on it, which is good. Just clutch got hot a couple times. I noticed it. I was adjusting it throughout the day, and then that last hill climb, just that peanut butter mud that was just so slick, that did it in. So anyway, had fun and wish it was a little drier. I think it'd have been no issue whatsoever if it was a little bit drier. So we will figure out where lunch is and kind of go from there. Well, ended up not going out to chase them down to meet up with them for the lunch, but I did manage to get the big bike washed. So luckily there's someone I knew from the Helena work in Asheville that was a couple trailers over. His name's Glenn. He and I did a dirt bike effort together for Helena, and he was over there pressure washing, and I was like, hey, I know you. And then he was like, yeah, come on over. You can wash your bike over here. So I took him up on that offer. So it's nice to get it, for the most part, clean. It got all the big mud off. It still needs a detail clean, you know, as far as taking everything apart and actually scrubbing it down. But at least it's not going home full of mud. There was a lot. I didn't realize how much mud was on that thing. There's a lot of mud on it. But got that cleaned up, about to go grab a shower, get out of this wet gear, and I guess we're gonna be cooking some food up before it's much longer. See you later. So I'm at home, got the bike unloaded. I already sprayed it down with some cleaner, kind of getting everything else ready to get cleaned up for the rest of the week so I don't have to deal with it during the week. Ended up not riding today. We got a bunch of rain last night at Renfro, and then this morning they rerouted a bunch of stuff and cut a bunch of sections out. The water levels were just too high, so I really didn't want to take my 350 out and destroy it, so it's prepped and ready for the full gas race next weekend. So I just kind of left it, and I knew it was going to be kind of a shit show out there. So I decided to just pack everything up and roll on home, get home with some daylight, and be able to clean my stuff up. So come to find out, it was like 60-ish miles or so that they put together for the reroute, and like 2/3 of it was either pavement or easy gravel roads. So I don't really feel like I missed out on much. Whenever everything was rolling out this morning, it was kind of cold and raining, so I wasn't really too motivated to get geared up and go deal with that. But anyway, I had a blast at Renfro. Really happy with how I rode the big bike in those conditions. I wish the clutch would have lasted the rest of the day. Apparently that is a weak point on these bikes, but I've already emailed Bobby at Woolly Cycles down in Atlanta, or I emailed his parts guy. They'll get me a clutch pack, get it shipped over to the house, and we'll get the big 890 up and running again. I will do this again. I will go back to Renfro and ride the big bike. Not in the mud though. I will wait for better weather and better conditions. I had a blast doing it in the mud. It really was a fun time in the mud on the big girl, but I feel like it's really hard on that bike as far as like wear and tear on the bike itself. It is hard to ride that bike in those conditions just simply because it is so slick, but I feel like it's just a lot of wear and tear on the bike. I mean, as it showed, the clutch was not having fun. You know, the engine temps were getting hot just because I was having to work it so hard. But yeah, good times. Bike's relatively in one piece. Super grateful that I was able to pressure wash it after the ride on Saturday and get all the big mud chunks off. That way nothing really dried to it. So like I said, I've got it coated down with some Simple Green right now and about to fire up the pressure washer and get it all cleaned up. River's happy I'm home. Where are you at, little girl? She's out running around here somewhere. There you are. What's up, kiddo? You heard that noise too? But yeah, appreciate you watching the vlog and let me know if you liked it or not. I will say this. I bought the Tusk Dual Sport tire. This is a 140, I think it's a 140 80/18, and I put it on just a stock rim. Really impressed with how well it did in the mud. For a front tire, I did a Dunlop AT82 80/121, and it really hooked up too. I don't really recall any front end issues. For it being as sloppy as it was, the tire setup was actually pretty good. You know, there was just a couple hill climbs where nobody was hooking. None of the small bikes, no one. So, but yeah, had fun. We'll do it again in better conditions and we'll make the full ride. So anyways, appreciate you guys watching, and we'll be, let's see, we got Full Gas next weekend, another Dual Sport ride in 2 weeks, and then I think after that is the Cherokee National Enduro. So got quite a bit of stuff coming up, so we'll get a few more videos pumped out. So let me know if there's anything you guys want to see or anything you want me to talk about or show or whatever, and we'll take care of it. Until next time, see you guys.